WUSA 9 Weather Watch is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan.
Okay, we're watching for a end to the rain that we had early this morning, and aside from a stray thunderstorm later this afternoon, don't expect much in the way of rain chances today or for the next couple of days. Really outstanding weather pattern that's about to set up for us. But some of us had to deal with those thundery downpours early this morning. Those have since shifted well off to the east, and by the time you're seeing this video, most of this rain will have dissipated and gone away here. Again, this is recorded just after 7 o'clock, and it's likely to be posted after 8 a.m. So the idea is that we've got a drying trend across the area. Still, this is what the picture looked like, again, 10 minutes after 7 this morning. Still had some drops there on the screen, but the rain was no longer active in D.C. With that said, again, it will be improving weather for the rest of the day. We'll go from those 70s that we have this morning to 80s to right around 90 degrees right in the middle of the day. Winds pick up out of the northwest. There could be an isolated shower or thunderstorm later this afternoon. I'm going to show you that momentarily here on our Futurecast. But 90 to 95% of us will stay dry, and if you're going to be out late this afternoon to the evening, very pleasant weather, low humidity, just really fantastic stuff coming our way for the rest of the day. So again, Futurecast drying us out for the rest of the morning. However, midday and afternoon, we could still spark off a very isolated shower or thunder shower across the area. You can see a couple of those showing up here. This would be that trough or frontal boundary that's moving through. Behind it, again, winds picking up out of the northwest. Lower humidity air coming our way. It's going to be very comfortable by late afternoon and evening, even though temperatures will still heat up well into the 80s to almost 90 degrees. Here's 1 o'clock, and this particular Futurecast does pop a couple storms across the area. It could be really anywhere, not just across parts of Spotsylvania or Stafford counties, but right into the heart of Metro Washington. Could even be into some of the Maryland suburbs here, 1 o'clock. We take it to 2 o'clock, similar story, isolate shower storm, still in Metro Washington, maybe down through parts of Charles County, Northern Neck, and down through Fredericksburg, and then by the time we get to 3, 4 o'clock, I think it's still possible that there could still be a stray storm. More likely it'd be southern southern Maryland, I should say, and down through the eastern shore. But overall, the rest of the day will dry out, and again, lower humidity air. Highs into the 90s later this afternoon. In Metro Washington, the rest of us mid-upper 80s. Tomorrow morning, looking good here. We'll drop into the 60s. Outside of D.C., now in the district itself, we'll probably settle in right around 70 degrees for the low, but still quite comfortable. A lot of us will crack open a window, and it looks like some clouds and maybe even some patchy fog may pop up in the morning on Saturday. But aside from that, we'll turn partly to mostly sunny here on Saturday and rain-free skies. Temperatures well into the 80s tomorrow, but not as hot, and definitely low humidity air filtering in for Saturday. Sunday, similar story. We'll start off the day with some scattered cloud across the area. Not worried about rain on Sunday at this point. If that changes, of course, Topper will update you later today with the latest model data. But the way things are looking for me, yeah, I'm going to keep it dry right on through Sunday. Perhaps a little bit hotter, but still not muggy, with temperatures approaching 90 in D.C. The Virginia and Maryland suburbs and our West Virginia communities will stay in the 80s pretty much for everybody else here on Sunday. It's high pressure that's building in this weekend, so that's what's going to bring us that pleasant sky. Unfortunately, that breaks down as we head into Monday, and additional moisture starts to sneak in under that area of high pressure. And so we're going to be watching an isolated shower or thunderstorm chance, not in the morning on Monday, but by Monday afternoon. You can see these areas of green showing up here on our long-range Futurecast is based on the European model. It does have isolated storms up and down the East Coast, including here in parts of the DMV. And it's likely that we'll see a similar story on Tuesday as well. Isolated storms are possible as we roll into Tuesday. Okay, so the rest of this morning, storms and rain continue to clear away, and the clouds will decrease across the area. We'll jump up into the 70s and 80s across the board here, and the breeze picks up out of the northwest a little bit later in the morning and through the afternoon hours. And aside from just that isolated pop-up shower or thunderstorm chance, the bulk of us will get through this day rain-free, upper 80s, low 90s, less humid this afternoon, and a pleasant breeze out of the northwest, 10 to 20. Again, look at the lows tonight. In town, 70, but look at these 60s across the Maryland and Virginia suburbs. 65 tonight, Manassas, 66 in Leesburg. We're down to 65 in Bowie and 63 in Frederick. And then not super hot tomorrow, mid-upper 80s across the area. Doesn't look like anyone will get to 90 degrees, and the humidity stays in check. Same story on Sunday, low humidity, sunshine, highs around 90 degrees. Perhaps a storm or two Monday afternoon and Tuesday afternoon. And the heat is on the extended, looking quite toasty by Wednesday, Thursday, highs low to mid mid 90s.